Hi, everybody. Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. How are you guys? It's 5 o'clock and it's time for happy hour. Don't worry, I haven't started drinking yet. Everyone thinks I think that I'm having a drinking problem. I'm really not. Nice to see you all. I've got a special guest this afternoon, and I'd like to tell you that I actually just took a shower and washed my hair. Thank you. My friend Julia likes my overalls. They're from Madewell, and I've had them for a long time. They're getting pretty tight, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, my personal hygiene and my grooming has kind of fallen by the wayside. I think I see who I'm joining. Hold on, here we go. I am so delighted to present to you for today's happy hour, Kristin Chenoweth. Hi, Kristin.
Hi, baby. I love your overalls. They're
Oh,
adorable.
thank you. How are you?
Oh, Katie.
Are you?
I'm good. You know what's going down at my house?
What?
Not that we're advertising, because we're not, but things like this, things like this.
Really?
I mean, bedazzling. You know, I've about bedazzled everything I own.
That is so funny. Well, first of all, for anyone who doesn't know this, Kristin, you weigh about 65 pounds. So I think it's perfectly okay for you to enjoy those fruity pebbles and those chips, sister.
Well, thank you. But you know what's happening? I'm not getting any exercise, Katie.
Oh.
I'm not working off this happens late at night. Okay. Oh, there's so much snacking. It's like, this has given me permission to go off the rails. No. And I'm not doing the walks. I don't know how you feel, but walking around the city, I love to go down at 7 o'clock because I live by a hospital. And I love to be a part of that.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, I've been out on Long Island this is my sixth week. And so what is the city like right now? Do you feel like you can go walk around? You have to wear a mask, obviously, but do you feel comfortable just walking around the streets of the city?
Yeah, I have a couple things to say. I'm gonna try not to cry because I want to be positive. But living across from the hospital and seeing what I see, and you know what I'm saying, like I see what I see. That's hard, but it's also a reminder that we're lucky because we've got it. We know, and we're dealing with it, and
so lucky
and blessed. It's hard to be in the city. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard to be in the city. But what I have figured out, something I figured out yesterday, I went out because I have to walk. I mean, I feel like we're all like little roaches. Like we just don't know where to go. We're just, running around.
Yeah.
But when I walk around the city and I've got my mask on, I find that when I just look at somebody and I smile, or someone smiles at me, how great it feels. And I thought, it reminds me of what's messed up about it is that, we were all here during 9/11, and obviously you covered the crap out of that, right?
Yes.
But I think what's frustrating is I see somebody crossing the street that needs assistance, and I can't go.
Yeah.
Or I don't feel that I can go and help them. So it's like the thing that we're taught in our gut to do, we do the opposite. That's what, to me, I'm finding hardest about things. So we're looking for ways to reach out and help without the connection. And that's why I love this that you're doing, because it brings joy and a simple smile, even under the mask. You can tell if someone's smiling at you. A simple smile.
Well, I'm waving to people and saying hi. Sometimes I think they think I'm weird, but if I'm taking a walk out here, I just wave and say hi. And I do think it's made us long for a human connection. I always think of the Joni Mitchell song about don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. And I think people are really just missing that. And I think about everyone who is by themselves, and how difficult that is, because I think loneliness is such an issue anyway. And I think people who are isolated during this time, it's very, very tough. So
Yes.
I want to encourage everyone who knows people who are living alone, or, who you might be worried about, just not to forget to reach out and to see how they're doing.
Say hello. It's so funny you bring that up. I have one of my best friends, Anne, is a Broadway actress. She lives alone. And I'm like, do you want to meet? And we'll stay 6 feet apart, and I can just give you a virtual hug. And she's like, I'll let you know. But I call her every day. We FaceTime every day, because I don't want her to it would be easy to go down a rabbit hole of, and then there's, and this is only said with love, Katie, but then there's the news, and we have to watch and see it. I have to decide for me how many hours a day I watch that.
Yeah.
Because then
I think that's healthy. Well, it's very repetitive too, honestly. And that's why, shameless plug, I started a newsletter that called Wake Up Call, and every morning you kind of get a synopsis of everything that's happened, so it doesn't have to be going into your head 24/7.
Cheers to that, girl.
Well, thank you. Now, where'd you get that Starbucks?
Okay, this is one of their, I'm not being paid, but this is what all I'm doing is talking about food. This is one of their eco-friendly cups, and it's really lightweight, and I travel with it. I go everywhere with this damn cup, but I love it. It's, of course, right now we're not being able, of course, nothing's open here, but we don't reuse cups right now. But they're honoring Starbucks. The ones that are open are honoring this. If you say I have one of those, they'll honor
awesome.
it. That's awesome. Yeah, cool.
Now,
I'm not going to tell you what's in this cup.
Hey, what is in that cup?
Okay, nobody judge me out there, you guys, but as you take a big gulp, this is Crystal Light. Okay, I know, everybody, it's chemicals, it's everything bad, but sometimes I just don't want water. And probably if this interview were happening at 8:00 p.m., there might be rhymes with line, hein. There might be some of that going on, but I'm not there yet.
Well, you enjoy that. I drink Crystal Light every once in a while too. I like their pink lemonade personally, but you're right, it has a lot of chemicals in it. But wait, I have to ask you some questions. So, you have been going crazy. Okay. First of all, there's way too much headroom, Kristin. I know you're a little itty bitty thing, but put your camera down so I can see more of you and less of your refrigerator, your cabinet, or whatever the hell is behind you.
Wait, hang on, I'm going to move it.
Oh,
first
perfect.
Of all, look at my outfit.
I'm drinking wine, everyone. I'm drinking a glass of wine. You look so cute. Did you put that dress on for me?
Partly. You know what I just did?
What?
I just did a commencement speech.
Awesome.
Because yes, because people, as you know, people are not getting to have their graduations and so I put on the dress. Some folks in Oklahoma reached out to me and they said, would you do a commencement speech? I said, what can I say? Don't sweat the small stuff, but yeah. So I put on a dress, and
that's so awesome, Kristin. So wait, so tell us. I think that's so wonderful that you did that. What is there a place where we can watch it? Watch the commencement dress?
You know what? They're taking some notable Oklahomans, and they're getting all the commencement speeches, and then they're going to say where it will go, which school. But soon online on my own Instagram, I'll put it up. I just, you know what, Katie, I bet you've done commencement speeches before. And
I've done about 20 of them, and I did the University of Oklahoma when David Boren was the president.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I love that you did that. Oh my gosh!
Did I do that right? Yeah.
I love that. And of course, I'm a big Oklahoma girl, and I've been teaching Zoom classes also at Oklahoma City University, my alma mater. I've been teaching the freshman all the way to graduate school masterclass. In fact, when I hang up with you, I've got a 2-hour masterclass with the kids, and they're all on Zoom. There's over at Oklahoma City University, we have over 400 kids on the Zoom, and
Wow.
I'm listening to them sing, and I'm able to at least tell them what I've learned and what I know, and
That
teach.
is awesome. So what is the class that you're teaching?
So it's just a masterclass, vocal performance and acting, and I'll do about a 15-minute Q&A, and then I want them to sing, and I have about 5 students each time sing, and this will be my 4th week, and we have 2 more weeks of it. Because I was to be an adjunct professor this semester, I thought, well, that really stinks for the kids that are graduating, and now, not that I'm some big deal, but at OCU, that's my alma mater, and I wanted them to not miss out. I didn't want them to miss out.
That is so awesome. Well, will you let me know, and then I can tell my followers where they can watch the compilation of all the Oklahomas. Is Joe Exotic a part of that? Wow, that gives Oklahoma a very bad name, Kristin.
It's just down the street from my parents' house. We're like, no.
That was, and you did a whole Carol Baskin's TikTok song. I think I'm like, I think Kristin might be over medicated tonight when I see some of your TikToks.
I've had some Crystal Light, if you know what I mean. Well, my boyfriend, thank goodness, is here, and he's very tech savvy, and he's like, you've got to get on TikTok. And I was like, what is this TikTok? What one more thing I have to do? And we inhaled the Carol Baskin Joe, what is it even called? Tiger King. We inhaled it, and I was so fascinated by her. And then my composer friend Andrew Lippa, who wrote the reason I have a Tony Award, he said, I want to write the Carol Baskin song, and then he wrote it. And then I thought, well, what about, I'm not going to have a recording studio under that. And I'll tell you what this has done for actors and singers. This whole process of it has wiped us of perfection.
Yeah.
It has wiped us from vocal perfection, looking a certain way. I'm doing my hair, my makeup. Of course, this is how normal people live, right? This is what it is. And it's been actually a little bit freeing.
Oh, absolutely. I think so much. And I think, isn't it nice that, I think social media has removed the gatekeepers, and it has democratized content in such a fascinating way. There's so much of it, it's hard to keep up with it, but I think I love watching people who, someone said they refuse to watch Tiger King. I feel you, sister.
We understand. We do.
It was totally a freak show. It made me feel very normal. But I do think it's amazing, and I think it's so great that you've embraced the technology. But wait, I have to ask you about your new boyfriend. Can I?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about your new boyfriend, and if you're quarantining with him, that's a lot of stress on a new relationship, Missy.
He's here, he's laughing because we're like, if we can make it through COVID, we should be married.
His name is Josh Bryant.
Yes, and he's from Arkansas, and he is a musician, lives in Nashville, and come here. Oh, he's like, I didn't take a shower today.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Katie.
I want to meet him. Hi.
This is Josh.
Hi.
Hello,
So
how are
nice
you?
to meet you, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're here. We're just knocking all this stuff out.
We're getting to know each other really well.
I'm sure you
It's been a
are.
couple
I'm
years.
sure you are. And you've got the most entertaining person on the planet to quarantine with.
Never a dull moment, as you say in the Tiger video.
Yeah, definitely.
I made him shoot the whole video, and he was like, he's been my camera operator. He's like, check your corners, so your lipstick. He's helped me do it. I'm like one-man band here, two-man band.
Yeah.
And I know you're doing these concerts every Saturday in the bathroom for the Actors Fund, right? So
yeah.
well, tell me about that, and tell folks a little bit about the Actors Fund, because I think a lot of people, yeah, everyone's saying, Josh, you got pretty eyes.
Oh gosh, thank y'all.
He's got a big following, Katie, now. Like, people love him. I'm like, you people calm down. This one's mine.
But tell us about the Actors
Yes.
Fund.
First of all, thank you for asking about it, because the Actors Fund, with the title in and of itself, it makes it seem like it's just for actors, but it's a fund that helps actors who no longer work, senior actors, maybe actors who are sick or have a long issue. It helps actually with disease, a lot of things that they do, and it's crew, wardrobe, wig personnel, ushers. It's the people that make, it's not just the actors, the people that make our show happen. And they have raised, I believe, Seth Rudetsky and James on their, I call mine SNIB. On Broadway, we have a thing called Snob, Saturday Night on Broadway.
Yeah.
I call mine SNIB, Saturday Night in Bathroom. And I think we've raised close, I could be off a little bit, but close to $200,000. And as you know, Rosie O'Donnell did a version of it too, and where she
Right.
raised over $1 million. And this is the group. Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, and the Actors Fund are going to be the two groups that help my community survive.
Yeah, and in fact, that's such an important point. Someone said that there's so many people who are out of work, who are really, really dealing with financial pressures. And a lot of the Broadway community, if there's no Broadway, there's no job, right, Kristin?
There's no job. I'll put it to you like this, Katie. I've been on tour. I was in the middle of a tour, and I have 11 people with me. Now, 5 of them are musicians, okay? Well, all of them are in the show business. 2 of the girls sing, so 7, and then Matt and Rocky, so they did the technical side. So all of us. They usually take a night off from their Broadway show to come out and do a gig with me. Not only do they not have the gigs with me, they don't have Broadway. So where can they even make a living? It's scary times, as we all know. It's not, we all are there. We're all, the thing that we keep saying is we're all in this together. We truly are. We truly are. But I do have a sense of wanting to be there for my people.
Of course.
I'm that people too. And it's hard to hear, like, no Broadway. Okay, let's look at the restaurant business. Gone. New York is really feeling it. Katie, I understand this is not a competition, and it's certainly not one I want to win. But in New York City, it feels heavier and harder because we're on top of each other. Right. And then where do we go? Social distance. How? You know what the streets of New York can be like. Of course, right now, no one's out.
Right.
But as I said to my parents last night, it's an interesting time to be alive. And my mom said, but alive nonetheless. And it's how we behave and what we do with this time that will define us.
I agree. That's what, well said as always, Kristin. And there was a piece in the New York Times yesterday about all the things that make New York, New York, that those things are not going to be sort of back to normal in quite a long time. And of course, Broadway, I thought about, doing a whole story on what's happening with the Broadway community, and here social distancing is impossible in a Broadway theater, and how much we miss that feeling of community and watching an incredible show and that collective experience. And the same, so everything that makes New York so vibrant is that connectiveness, and that it's going to take quite a while. I think it's really going to have to be intelligently done, reopening the economy and having a process in place so we don't hurt vulnerable populations, but we also get the economy starting to move forward again. So I
Katie, I really want to encourage you to do that story, because we can watch TV and we can see The Voice and American Idol. And the other night I was part of a Disney sing-along, and I love all that. But as a creature of the theater, as a creature of live performance, that is not just my livelihood, but that's where it's the relationship between performer or artist to audience and audience to artist that is like a feeling in a bottle that's so hard to capture.
It's true.
And now, you know, it's I don't mean to be Debbie Downer, but it's something I've talked to a lot of my actor friends, my director friends. I was just talking to my director, Richard J. Alexander, the other day, and he actually cried. He said, what does this mean for people like us who are creatures of the audience?
Right. And you derive your energy from them, right?
Yes, and I don't want to put anybody in danger, and but at the same time, boy, is there ever a time in this world that we need live performance than now? So it's it's messing with my mind a little bit. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to do it safely, like you said. I hope you do the story, because I wonder, we on Broadway, we're all talking amongst ourselves on tour. When are we going to be back? I can go make a movie and do a TV show. Maybe September? I don't know. I'm guessing. But that live theater, I was to have a big concert with the Boston Pops July 3rd and 4th outdoors for PBS. And I'm thinking, is that going to happen? We have, it's not off yet, but probably it's not going to happen on the steps of the Capitol. It's probably not going to happen. I'm happy to do everything virtually. I'm an artist like you are. How you are, Katie, is how I am in concerns of what we do for a living. I'll never stop doing it because I love it. I don't know how else to do anything else. I certainly can't do math or science. I'm going to stick to what I know. But I am trying to figure out this new way and in a safe way. And you know what I'm getting really tired of?
What?
Latex gloves. Every time I go outside, because if I do have to go to CVS, I do have to go get food. I think, here I am, ladies and gentlemen, and between this and this, I
makes you feel like a proctologist, doesn't it? Hey,
yes, which is a very important job, but I'm not one.
Hey, Kristin, I have an idea. Tell me what you think of this, and maybe you guys have already done it. I'm a friend of Mark Shaman's too, which I know he wrote your really cute song about hand washing that everybody should watch. But what if you got the Broadway community together and performed sort of some Broadway's greatest hits on Zoom for people that they could watch? I would love that. I love Broadway. I love musical theater. And you guys could pick a different musical every night or something, or every time you did it.
Yes.
And maybe then people could then contribute to the Actors Fund.
That's great.
You guys could connect, and you could do what you loved, and you could build kind of a Broadway community virtually. What do you think?
I think it's actually genius. And I think, I'm right there with you. I've been thinking about it for a couple days, and how can we honor the shows, Katie, that didn't get the opportunity to open?
I know.
That's what I've been thinking about. It's can we have them do a number?
Well, do you think, Kristin, that I'm trying to take my glasses off because I actually put mascara on for the first time in a long time, and I can't see a damn thing without my glasses. I've gotten so blind. But do you think some of those shows will open? Okay. They'll just open later?
I can't see either. The question, that's a very good question, and I've been talking with different producers just because with Jimmy Niederlander, David Stone, I've been reaching out because I want to know, by the way, it's their livelihood too.
Of course.
So how are they going to do it? I can speak specifically, and in fact, in regards to, let's say, Wicked, David Stone said, I'm going to do what I can to get that show. When we come back, I'm going to do everything I can to keep that show open. Of course, shows like Wicked, Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, not so much a worry. Still taking a hit. Still taking a hit. But like, for example, the musical Six, it was to open last weekend.
People have been talking about that, Kristin. Everybody's saying Six. I don't know much about that. Tell me about that.
I don't know anything about it either, which is why I was so excited to see it. I think it's about 6 famous vocalists. How would I know? But like, that's why I think maybe the shows that we're going to open, if we could have something like what you suggest, so we can see and actually learn about the show, so that maybe if they come back, not everybody will get to, but if they do come back, we'll have, it's like getting the cast album before it comes out. It's an idea.
No, I think it's an idea too. And I think that, you know, people who love Broadway, I think they would support keeping these shows alive. I think they would support, I really do. I mean, is that what the Actors Fund really
Yes.
does, Kristin? Because I'm going to make a donation to the Actors Fund in your honor after we finish this conversation.
Thank you so much, Katie. That means so much to us.
Well,
Honestly.
I feel like I've gotten so much joy and pleasure from live theater since I came to New York many years ago. I feel like it's the least I can do to pay back all the incredibly, I mean, so talented. I'm so jealous.
I so get it. I'm jealous. I watch other performances, like they're amazing. Like, for example, my friend, my baby, my little girl that I love so much, Adrienne Warren, that was in Tina.
Oh, she's awesome.
My parents, when I was on Broadway doing my own concert in November, they said, we're going to go see Tina. I was like, I know you're going to come see mine and then go see Tina. They're like, no, we're going to go see Tina. They've been raving about Adrienne and raving about her. And I thought, this is her. She's had many moments before, but I thought, this is her moment. Can you imagine? But, you know, fingers crossed it will come back. Fingers crossed that I don't know what shows will come back, but there is something to be said about this idea. Thank good. All I can say is, not being a tech savvy person, I don't know who invented Zoom, but whoever you are, Zoom inventors, we love you. We love you, because I wouldn't be able to teach. I wouldn't be able to see you right now to have this interview and talk about these things. I didn't even know Zoom existed. Did you? I mean, maybe you did.
I wasn't a big Zoom user before the pandemic, so I agree. And what is there a website? Because a lot of people are asking about how they can contribute to the Actors Fund, Kristin.
It would be so wonderful if people would go to the actorsfund.com or actorsfund.org and actorsfund.org and donate. It's really that simple. And we, you know, I'm doing SNIB Saturday night in bathroom every Saturday night, but
what are you going to sing this Saturday?
What do you want?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, let's see.
Because Josh has been playing the guitar for me in the bathroom. You should see us in there.
You know what? How about Dream a Little Dream of Me?
Done. It's for you.
And I think that would sound so nice on the guitar.
You're right.
And I think it's
inside of love. Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
And that's my father-in-law's favorite song.
Okay, you tell your father-in-law I'm doing that for him.
Okay, I will. Hey, I love you so much. Oh, my friend Dana is here. Oh, someone's saying for good. I guess have you done that yet?
You know what? I did a snippet of it, not in SNIB, but I did a little piece of it for, and you know what? I did a little piece of it. You know the City Harvest thing that we did, which was so cool. Yeah. There was a tiny, like 2 lines of it, but maybe I'll do it in my bathroom Saturday night. People love that song. It gives so much hope and love.
It does, and I think people that song is one of those songs that you can't help but personalize. There's always someone in your life that you think about when you hear that song. And someone said to go live with Adina, but is that hard to do?
Well, I mean, I'm going to have to learn how. I don't know.
I think you could do it. Hard? You might be able to do it on Instagram Live. We were talking about maybe the timing makes it hard, but I think you could probably do it. Is it hard to do it on Instagram Live?
It's hard to do it like, for example, they're having a big Stonewall event Thursday night, and I did Happy Days, Forget Your Troubles, the famous duet with Judy and Barbara. I did it with Miss Shoshana Bean. And, you know, I did it here in my kitchen, and then she did her part. To do it live, there's a delay. It's just, it's tricky. It's so tricky. And talk about, again, ego, the way you sound, the way you look. Kristin, put it aside. Just sing. Just sing. I mean, these roots, you know, I took off my nails because I thought, could COVID get in there? You know, I'm feeling, I don't like this. It's not doing anything for the beauty situation.
Well, can I tell you, you look beautiful, and you're naturally a gorgeous woman. So you just hush. And look at that skin. Look at that skin. It's crazy.
I got good skin, but I just didn't get any height. But that's okay. We all got our thing.
Oh, absolutely. You got a lot. You have a lot of gifts, Kristin Chenoweth. And I'm so happy to talk to you. I'm really so happy that you found someone you like and that you guys are enjoying each other.
We are. I met him at my niece's wedding.
Oh, that's
he
so
was playing
nice.
the guitar, and I thought, he's so cute. But you know, I'm never going to be the one. I'm never going to be the one to go up. And we became friends first.
Yeah.
And a year later, my nephew got married, and he played at that wedding too. And that's how
That is so nice. Well, I wish you so much happiness, because no one deserves it more than you. Kristin is not going to sing tonight because she has this very long seminar she's doing right now, but you guys can watch her. What time do you do it on Saturday night?
We do it at, is it 8? It's 8 o'clock. SNIB, Saturday Night in Bathroom. And that is also, if you watch it, you can also, they make it very clear where you can go and click and donate. But I encourage anybody, even a dollar, I mean, whatever anyone can give, it would just be amazing. Katie, I know we're wrapping it up, but there was a Actors Fund, a house in New Jersey that recently lost a lot of our elderly actors. They all, 19 of them got it. So I'm praying for our world, and I know that we're in it together, and I know we're going to come out stronger. But you know what really the heart of it all is, that brings me to my knees and just looking up, is music. And so I feel lucky that I can hear music and that I can sing it. And I'm going to do Dream a Little Dream Saturday night.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait. I'll be watching, and
Thank
so
you.
will Herbie Molnar, my father-in-law, and
Cheers.
sending you tons of love. And I'm going to go is it actorsfund.com or the Actors Fund?
It's actorsfund.org.
The actorsfund.org. So if
Yes.
anybody would like to contribute to all the people who bring you joy on Broadway, who are now out of work and need our support, please go to that and mention that you were inspired by Kristin Chenoweth to make a donation.
And thank you for yours, Katie. We love you so much.
Okay. Love you too, Kristin. Bye, everybody.
I like those overalls.
Stay away from those Fruity Pebbles, sister.
I know.
Washing them down with Crystal Light. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Bye.